How's it going, everybody? Blake here with Blake's Builds. We're in the shop on another cold evening. Just trying to keep busting out the little things that need to be done. So for this video, what I've planned is first I'm gonna change the oil in the truck. It's due. It's probably got 3,000 miles on it. Nothing crazy, but I run the crap out of this truck. And this oil change, I've towed the camper quite a few times with it, probably 12 times. So you know it's been used, but I want some brand new 15W40 T6, T4, T6, T4. I don't know, but the Rotella T4 T6 1540. That's what I run in it. New wicks, filters, stuff like that. And then after that, we're going to get into the my fuse box. I'm not happy the way it looks, the wiring going around. It's just, I would rather do it again. And so I already have a new fuse box that I can just start from scratch, or a new relay / fuse box I can start from scratch with. And I think we're going to tackle that in this video and redo everything. And I also want to change some of the triggers on it. Like for one, both the fans have a ground trigger from the Holley ECU. You fan 1, fan 2, ground trigger. You can actually power a fuel pump from the Holley Terminator up to 15 amps. My Hellcat pump is way too big for that, but I'm actually going to use that power coming out of the Terminator for the trigger on that fuel pump itself. And then I just got to add one more trigger for the second fuel pump if and when I add the second fuel pump. Yeah, but I'm excited. And I'll probably just go ahead and do a ground trigger for the transmission cooler. And I don't know, I'll still have an open circuit too with nothing on it, but I don't know. But enough jibber jabber, let's get started. Got the oil dribbling out right there. It's super cold, so it's going super slow. Good news. It's a little sludgy, but there's no metal in the oil. Last time I changed the oil in this, there was a little bit of metal. I don't know what it was from, or I don't know. But anyways, there's I mean, there might be a little sparklies, but not much of nothing. So I count that as a win. All right, I got the last little bit of oil draining in. It's more thick like molasses, I think, at this point, or like real cold syrup. It has me wondering if I should switch to like T5. This is T4. T4 is 1540. T5 is 10W30. It's got me questioning whether I should switch to that, just because of how thick this is and it being really cold. And I want to drive this truck in the cold. I mean, granted, I don't know. I don't guess cold starts would be too hard on the turbos and stuff with a thick oil. I don't really know. These are ball bearing turbos, I think. They're the type of turbos where you don't need restrictors. You can just give them all the PSI and they're fine. So, yeah. So let's get this relay box rebuilt. So this is what we're starting with. You know, you got to ignore the wiring and all that, but I just really hated this. I hated the spade connectors, all the different colors. A lot of that stuff doesn't matter, but man, I really hated the way it looked. So let's redo it. Here's what I've got done so far. On eBay or Amazon, I can't remember which, I bought some 6-strand 22 gauge wire. So on the first 2 relays, all I need to do is tie into the trigger wire, because these are both positive triggers. All the rest are going to be negative triggers. So I needed to move the trigger to the positive wire so that way it's getting feed, and then I will trigger the other side with a ground switch from the Holly, more than likely. Excuse me. All I did was pop the pins out, cut them in two, and then just butt spliced them back together. What I have to do now is connect all of these wires to this terminal right there for the ground trigger. Nothing crazy. I also bought a waterproof connector kit off of Amazon. You can kind of see it laying right there. And just use the 6 blade. So, yeah. It's going to be a little bit cleaner. Haha. So, I've got all the positives terminated. All on a side. I bought a kit off eBay. It's actually a 3-pack, but each of these plugs can support up to 40 amps. So I'm great there. All I did was I cut the original yellow wires, spliced them in, ran it through. So I got one laying down there. I just kept my original power. I'm gonna dress them up with some corrugated stuff. I got the ground for whatnot. And I have to say, I think it looks better. So let's get it mounted right there and see if we can do some more management on the wires. Here's the finished relay / fuse box, whatever you want to call it. One goof up I made, I wrote on the power wire exactly which, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I put it in wire loom. So it ain't a big deal. I'll just take my multimeter and pin them out and figure out which one there is. I am very happy with this. I mean, extremely happy. It took some time. I mean, I spent a lot of time on this. Everything's got a heat shrink ring terminal, and then I put heat shield over that. But damn, excuse my language, but that turned out phenomenal. It looks so much better than when I started. Little tips. This kit came with these crimpers. They do not work very well for 10 gauge wire. All these terminals in here had to get crimped with 10 gauge, or the 10 gauge coming out had to get crimped, and I'm telling you, it did not do very good. But I was able to make it work. Yeah. Wonderful. Another short little episode. It's like I said, we're down to the nitty gritty. Really just a lot of stuff to wrap up. I'm redoing some of the stuff that I didn't like. I figured I'd show this one on camera just because it looked, I was not happy the way it looked originally. I mean, just by far. But yeah. So, oil's changed. Fuse box is ready to go in. I just gotta, when I put it back in the truck, I just have to put the other ends on the plugs and run my 6-strand wire, or my 6 wires for my terminator. Just gotta run that to the terminator, hook everything up. I'll have a working fuse box. Oh, it's so cool. But anyways, I just want to thank y'all for watching. And we hit 700 subscribers. Like, what? I'm tickled to death. I really am. I'm so happy. But couldn't do it without y'all. As always, if you liked the video, give me a like. If you hated the video, give me a dislike. But I would like for you to tell me what I did wrong or what you would do differently. If you think I'm funny looking, whatever. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe if you like the videos. Yep. Well, y'all have a great evening, and God bless.